All right, guys. All right, I'm up. Ugh. Mm, oof, ugh. All right. What's up, Kieran, Dan, Island Time? All right, guys. So bank stocks are bouncing back a little bit today. You can see PACW at 760s. Tesla gapping up a little bit. The market as a whole is kind of gapping up some today. So we do have some good movement. It looks like this morning. I don't know if it's going to continue, of course, but we do have some good movement. What's up, Cy on Island Time? Kieran, Dan, Ricky. Good morning, everybody at home. Yeah, bank stocks are bouncing back. So we have Western Alliance back, PACW bouncing back some. I think that is influencing the rest of the market to a certain extent today as well. Let me put this poll up here. Let me get rid of some. So we got some stuff this week. We have CPI week. So it's CPI, PPI this week. That all that stuff's gonna drop in the morning. We got like Disney earnings, I think, on Wednesday. Um, but Monday and Tuesday are a little slow, but we do have bank stuff going on, so we can probably watch that stuff today. See if we get some influence there. Not a big economic decision week though. All right, that'll be good. And then scroll this at the bottom, and then I'll get some music playing as well. Whew, man, I'm up, dude, but I'm tired, man. Like I am awake, but man, ugh, half awake, really, not fully awake. I'm gonna drink my coffee. Give me a second. I'll drink some coffee and wake up a little bit this morning. Man, oh, I got these 80s glasses. I don't know if I should wear those. I want some blue blocking glasses. I think these are blue blocking glasses as well, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me see. I think these will work, but I'm not 100% sure. You know, so and so. Hey guys, sorry. Trying to find some glasses that work. So the blue lights don't hurt my eyes because they will hurt my eyes for sure if I let them. Um, I guess I could wear these. Let me clean these off. All right, I'll get some music playing as well. Kieran, yeah, there's two steps to Top Step. Uh, and again, I know like you might see other platforms offering other stuff, but like you got to understand a lot of those other ones are new. They're new companies, and whether they pay you is kind of up in the air. I think you know what I mean. They can claim whatever they want, but I think some of the other companies are you're gonna struggle to get paid. Um, yeah, Pawn, I'm tired, bro. It's one of those days, dude. Uh, there we go. Yeah, it's one of those days, man. One of those days I'm just tired, dude. I don't feel like getting up, man. Let me get some music playing. Give me about 10 minutes. I'll drink some coffee and I'll be awake, man. Yeah, like what happened to me yesterday is like kind of hung out with the kids and stuff, and we watched Hunger Games. We were watching the Hunger Games movies with my kids, which are good movies. Um, we've been watching the Hunger Games movies with my kids, which are good movies. But they don't want to turn them off. So we are going to take a little bit off our gold trade here. So we are up in gold. I think I can trade this one now. Let me see if it'll let me. But we're up in gold. We're up in Snapchat as well. I mean, you know, people ask me why I buy Snapchat. Like every time it happens, dude. Every time it happens, people are like, "Hey, why are you buying Snapchat?" I ended up taking 2/3 of the position off yesterday because or Friday because it bounced all the way up to 830s. I bought it at like sevens. If you guys remember, I bought it at like seven or not sevens. I bought it at like eight. So it bounced back to 830 pretty quickly, and I ended up taking some of that profit off of it. I don't know. Banks are bouncing back. Look at PACW. PACW at 760s this morning after having a pretty green day Friday as well here. Uh, Tesla. We can look at like Western Alliance here. Western Alliance back up to almost 30. And so, I mean, we're getting some strength in banks. Like, look at the banks. Here is Western Alliance on the right side. It is bouncing back some. Yeah, I'm a little bit late. It's all good. Bed Bath & Beyond, should I hold? I have an average of 11 cents. I'm not sure, bro. I really don't know about Bed Bath & Beyond, man. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to succeed. I'm really not. I'm not saying it's not going to succeed. What I'm saying is that who knows if this thing will hold. Again, this is the I've yeah. Honestly, Bed Bath & Beyond's not even pulling up for me right now. So when I try to pull up the stock, it's not coming up. So what does that mean? Is Bed Bath & Beyond delisted now? I guess is the question. Because again, the argument that I've been asking people for the last 3 weeks is, what is the fundamental argument for Bed Bath & Beyond's future success? Like, somebody give me an argument there, because I don't have one. Like, I don't have an argument for this. I really don't. Like, I don't know any justification to invest in this. Maybe you could try to buy a dip if you think like they're gonna. Didn't they already do Chapter 11 though? Like, that's my question here. There's a lot of questions for it, but yeah, I'm skeptical here. Again, I just don't trust it. I'm just yeah, delisted. Okay, that's what I figured. It's on the OTC market, bro. I tried warning y'all, bro. Listen, I tried warning y'all, man. I really did. Like, you guys know I did. Anybody that watches this stream enough knows I did. I'm not saying I was right, but I was definitely right. I tried to tell people about Bed Bath & Beyond. Everybody getting mad, man. People get wrapped up in that like, it's hard for people to really recognize what I'm saying is true, because they think I'm just being a hater on stocks. They think I'm just hating on stocks, and I'm not. Again, if I've asked everybody in my stream over the last month and a half now, what's the real fundamental argument for Bed Bath & Beyond? Somebody give me one, and nobody has given me one. Like, what's the argument of their success long term? How are they going to succeed long term? Nobody has given me one realistic argument for Bed Bath & Beyond. And so now that it's not a shock that they got delisted, now they're on the pink sheets. If you want to look at Bed Bath & Beyond, you can look at it at BBBYQ, which is now an OTC symbol. 14 cents a share. I mean, listen, when you're right, you're right. Honestly, I might want to start. Never mind. Yeah, because there isn't one. There's not really any argument for their long-term success. That's the truth, right? There's not really any real argument that anybody can give right now on why Bed Bath & Beyond will succeed long-term. There's just not really one right now. There's not really an argument, I don't think. And that's unfortunate, but it's the reality of the stock right now. And I think you have to look at it objectively and not get wrapped up in it. And I hope it goes up. For anybody holding it, it's not like I'm shorting this thing, Yeah, just y'all be careful, man. This is kind of how it goes, dude. This is what happens. The guy says AI will enable solopreneurs to build 10 million year businesses, all from their iPhone and from a beach somewhere. Yep. Yeah, that's someone said it as a massive short squeeze coming. Bro, listen to me. Okay, I'm not saying it's not happening, but this delisting hurts the likelihood of that happening, brother. I'm not saying it never happens. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying don't buy it or whatever, whatever. I'm not saying any of that stuff. What I will say is that it's now OTC, you know. So, I mean, it's now OTC. There's not much you could do about it anymore. I think again, people are going to push some big short squeeze because they don't want you to sell. Again, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme. It's the best way I can describe it. I'm not trying to hate. All right, so we asked people with recession fears looming, are you investing in gold? 63% of people said no. I ended up buying gold a couple days ago. We are nicely green. Average is 186.80, so we are now at 188 right now for GLD ETF. So we'll take it. Which one is going to be delisted? Oh, is my music not playing? My bad, guys. I've been over here jamming out to this. It's kind of like 90s hip hop beats. Honestly, it sounds good. I've been kind of jamming out to it. All right, here we go. Whew. All right, there you go. You got the music, right? You can hear the music, huh? I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go. I'll be right back. Again, vote on the poll. We're gonna get a poll going live right now. The poll was gonna say, "Are you confident in bank stock?" Or how about this? Are you confident? Do you think bank stocks will bounce back? What's a good poll for banking? Do you think bank stocks will continue up this week after big bearish action last week? Yes, no. Vote on the poll, guys. Vote on that poll. We got the poll live. Hey, what's up, Rambo? Music is good. All right. And I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. All right, so I changed a little bit. I got to go somewhere after the stream today, so I kind of changed into the shirt because I'm cold, honestly, and so I'm trying to layer up a little bit anyway. Got these blankets underneath me. What's up, Colin Paul? Depends on CPI. Yes, CPI this week is on Wednesday. So Wednesday we have the CPI report. That's very relevant, of course, for economic activity this week. Not only CPI, but we have CPI, PPI, jobless claims Thursday. And yeah, we got Disney earnings Wednesday. That's kind of the stuff we got going on this week. So it's not, it's a busy week. I mean, we got one of the biggest streams we ever do here on Wednesday. We got some other earnings this week too. Let me look up what we got the rest of stuff coming out. It's been such a busy economic week, honestly. Or it's been such a busy few economic weeks that I don't really mind a slower, I don't really mind a little bit of slow action, in the upcoming weeks. I really don't. Philly Fed Thursday, jobless claims Friday, nothing. Okay, so Friday's dead too. Next week, not this week. I'm looking at next week, which is fine. The way the stream works, if you haven't realized it, is that we get 2 busy weeks followed by 2 slow weeks, followed by 2 busy weeks, followed by 2 slow weeks. That's generally how it goes, and that's okay. I think that's honestly better, because if every week was like the last 2 or 3 weeks, I would be so burnt out running this community. But yeah, look at Bed Bath & Beyond, up to 14 cents here. Again, we do have PACW. Banks bouncing back a little bit. Again, I bought gold and I bought Snapchat last week. Snapchat is up, man. Again, I bought Snap. If we look at my Snapchat trade, my average on Snap is $8 even. It hit 830s Friday. It's up to 820s right now. We ended up taking 2/3 of the position off, though. We only have like 100 shares left or so. So, yeah. I'm kind of looking at earnings next week to see what we got, just to gauge interest. Home Depot, see. Okay, nothing super busy. Wednesday, Target, Wix, Jack in the Box, Costco, nothing. Okay, fair. Okay, so next Thursday we got Walmart, Alibaba earnings. Okay, so next week is slow too, which is fine. Monday, no. Tuesday, I know we got like Nvidia. I'm trying to see when Nvidia is. Wednesday, and then we got GameStop earnings sometime, right? Okay, yeah, Nvidia is gonna be next 2 weeks from now on the 24th. Costco, Box Wednesday, CrowdStrike. All right, so when is GameStop earnings? June 20th, man. So GameStop earnings are kind of a minute away. What's some other big earnings that we haven't covered here? AMD, August 1st. Okay, so that's basically when next earnings season starts. Any other big earnings that we typically cover that we haven't covered? We got Apple, we got Amazon, we got Google, we got Snapchat, we've got Meta, we basically got all the big earnings last few weeks, right? Yeah, Apple, Nvidia, Tesla running up some. What happens to my money if I am shorting a stock when it's banned from shorting when I'm shorting it? Well, you'll be able to cover it. I'm pretty sure the ban doesn't. It's only for entering short positions, not exiting them. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, they would let you get out, I think. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, PLT. Oh, is Palantir earnings this morning or this evening? Let me look. Okay, so yeah, it is this evening. Is that big enough to cover for earnings? Like, should I stream those earnings? Yeah, man, it's a scary world, bro. I mean, my daughter wanted to go to the mall yesterday, and we were like, "No, we're not going to the mall." Again, understandable, I think, man. Look, I love my kids, but man, weird, you know. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hey, what's up, Sean? Yeah, but I don't know if kids really realize the extent of everything. All right, guys. WAL up to 30s. PACW at 740s. Again, we can put the SPY up here. Tesla's still holding. Tesla up to 172s, almost 173s. Palantir earnings later on today. I don't know, Island Time. I really don't know, man. Trade where? Trade what? What are you trying to trade? It depends on what you're trying to trade, where you're trying to trade. All that stuff, man. It depends. Yeah, it just depends on where you're trying to trade, bro. Yeah, I don't let her use social media. So, like, she stayed at a friend's house. She stayed at a friend's house over the weekend, one of the days. So on a Saturday night, she stayed at a friend's house. And so she didn't really hear about it. I don't think they heard about it. Again, we don't let them use social media. Not yet. Maybe when they get older and they're, but not yet. All right, guys. Again, WAL at 2930s here, 2930s. PACW at 750s. All right, guys. So yeah, banks bouncing back a little bit today. Again, we'll see if they actually hold. Vegas is 3 hours behind market time. Yeah, so let me see. Vegas time right now. It's 3:44 in the morning. So yeah, it's 2 hours behind me. I'm in Central Standard. I'm in Texas time, so I'm in Central time. Yeah, so here's a great quote here. Market crashes make more millionaires than any other time. And I believe that to probably be true here. Honestly, I know in 2020 when the market tanked, I ended up buying up a bunch of stuff. A lot of people were like, nah, bro, don't buy up that stuff. Don't buy up that stuff. And so it's important to understand, like, when the market actually does crash and I start buying up stuff, we're going to get some people tell me no, not to buy. That's okay. But the reality of it is every time the market's dumped in my trading career, I bought up stuff and made money on it. Again, I bought Snapchat a couple days ago. We're green on that. I bought gold a couple days ago. We're green on that too. And we'll probably take a little bit of our gold trade off here. Snapchat, we've already liquidated most of it, 2/3 of it. AMC down again. What a surprise. It's just not shocking for AMC being down here, man. I got some videos I got to upload here too. We got to upload here. There we go. Twitter is where we got it. I'm gonna post this clip. I'm gonna post this "Don't Be Gullible" clip. Much to a lot of people, I feel like people are gonna get mad at this short, but it's honestly absolutely true, though, man. It's just honestly absolutely true. You know. I want to see the short I'm about to post. This short's probably gonna rustle some feathers here. Y'all want to see it? Y'all want to see it? You want to see it? It's just the truth, man. I say it all the time. It's not like I never say what I'm saying here. You know. All right. All right. Y'all want to see this short I'm about to post? Again, how angry are people going to get mad? All right, y'all ready? Y'all want to see this? Y'all can hear the music, right? Here, y'all want to see what I'm about to post? Not to be mean, John. Y'all ready? This is what I'm about to post. It's honestly absolutely freaking true, though. Like, what I'm saying here is honestly absolutely true. People might not like it, but it's true, right? Ready? Here. Not to be mean, John, but do you have any advice for these meme squeeze chasers that down big money on AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, etc.? Don't be so gullible, is my advice. I'm not trying to be mean, but like these communities wrap you up. These influencers who are down big money talk you into being down big money. They make you feel all warm and fuzzy, like you're joining some type of community about the stock. Like, you should never fanboy a stock. It doesn't matter what it is. So, like, if the community's making you feel all warm and fuzzy, it's trying to distract you from the fact that the company's down huge amounts. And so don't fall for it. Don't Absolutely be gullible, true, man. Like these, again, Adam Aaron, talking about like he's trying to make it a moral issue. Like he's calling Benzinga evil, and he's calling all these different groups. Like he's calling API like glitches evil. It's like they're not evil; they're just glitches. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to manipulate shareholders into thinking it's a moral issue. Absolutely true. And so I'm posting it anyway. But I debated whether I should really post this one because you guys know how it goes. But it really is what it is, man. Again, people try to make it a moral issue, right? It's not a moral issue at all. Like these companies are just down huge percentages, man. Like that's really what it is. Like they're just down huge percentages. That's all it really is. They're just down big percentages. And that's all right, Bro, I'll tell you this, the TikTok's kind of off. Again, PACW bouncing back, WAL bouncing back, Tesla bouncing back a little bit today. Again, we're getting ready to trade it once we can. Yeah. The way I see it is like this channel has grown by telling people the truth. And so we're going to tell people the truth. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're going to do. We're going to tell people the truth. And hopefully they appreciate it, honestly. Like we've grown telling people the truth. We're going to keep telling people the truth. And, I think enough people see the truth now to where they can respect what I'm telling them. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's what it is. I think enough people see the truth now to where they can understand that I'm not lying to them. I'm not misleading them. I'm being real with them. And I think it's important for a lot of people to really grasp and understand. All right, guys. So again, Walmart bouncing back. Tesla pulling back a little bit. Again, we still can't trade yet. AMC down to 550s today. Gold gapping up nicely though. Thoughts with the bank stocks on the rebound? FRCB might be a good time. No, I'm not buying it. There's too much risk, man. Again, buying up some of these regional banks is just not it's high risk, high reward, but it's not something that I necessarily want to do at this point in time. Didn't First Republic get completely acquired by JP Morgan? And so if that's the case, So if that's the case, why buy up FRCB? Somebody sell me on the argument for that. Again, I don't know. It's not for me here. Can you explain Bed Bath & Beyond OTC, what I should do? Go ahead and sell. I don't know, man. I really have no idea what you should do, brother. Brandon, again, no idea, man. I hope you make money. I really have no idea what it's going to do. Again, I don't know what the real argument for Bed Bath & Beyond long term is. I know they do have a very large following of traders that are interested in it. And so I know they've got a lot of traders that are interested in it, but will that save the company? I don't know. All right, guys. Tesla dipping down, bouncing a little bit now. All right, guys. Again, PACW at 760s here. We got WAL at 2950s. Again, we're gonna take a little bit of our gold position off now, just because we can. We're up so much in this already that, I mean, we might as well lock in some more profit, I think, here. All right, just locked in some more. I'll let the rest ride here just in case, just to have a small base position in gold, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to tell anybody what to do. JP Morgan bought out every aspect of it that could produce money or increase their tax write-offs. What left of FRC is what the bank didn't want. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Tesla flying up today. Look at Tesla break highs here. So Tesla just broke the pre-market highs right now. It's up to 192.90s here. 192.90s for Tesla. So it did break the highs. Yeah, good luck, Brandon. I hope you make money, brother. But again, I really don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, it's Monday, guys. Yeah, good luck, PS. I hope it does. Yeah, all good, Brandon. No worries, man. Hey, what do you think about PACW this morning? Get in? I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what y'all should do with banks. So with banks, it's I think there's obvious risk, of course, but, again, I don't know what we're going to do here. We bought Snapchat last week that we're green on now, and gold, and we're green on both of those now, which is nice. All right, so Kathy Wood says, quote, AI is unlikely to fix the banking crisis, but the crisis, which is not over, is another sign that the Fed has gone too far. Many investors ask why we are optimistic. In our view, the equity and fixed income markets are discounting lower interest rates, a plus for innovation. I don't know if it's A plus or a plus, if that makes sense. I don't know which one it is. Bro, Britney Spears is crazy. Genuinely crazy. I'm from Louisiana, so as a fellow Louisianian, she is absolutely crazy, bro. Price war with Ford, GM, Tesla. Yeah, Tesla's up big. What do you think about Riot earnings today as Bitcoin price moved from 14 to 28K, which was the last month of the quarter? So we have Riot earnings today. I don't know. When is it? Is it morning or evening? I don't even see anything regarding Riot earnings this morning. You sure they're today? No, Riot earnings are going to be on June 1st. So that's in a month from now. So Riot earnings aren't for another 3 weeks, actually. Gold's still moving up a little bit. Yeah, so gold's still moving up nicely. All right, guys. So again, gold here. We might take a little bit more off of gold too. We got Snapchat up. Snapchat is moving up to 824s here. We'll see if we take a little bit more off at the open. Tesla still testing that high up there at 173.60s. All right, guys. So let's see if this ended up getting anything. There we go. Okay. Tesla. John, check Discord. Got you, man. Here, let me put this up. Tesla's still breaking the highs up there. WAL is up. Again, we'll cover the news in a second. Let me look at some of this stuff. So American Lithium receives first of 3 drill permits to commence additional development and discovery drilling at or around the Falcani, Peru facility. So that is going on. Oh, my bad. All right, so PACD and AMC, PACB, or thank you, Pawn. PACW was up 14% pre-market after they said it was reducing its dividend. And the bank saw its shares up 82% on Friday. Also said in a statement that its, quote, business remains fundamentally sound, end quote. AMC is down today. And again, we noticed this already originally this morning. It's at 560s right now. It's down, about 3% this morning. The movie theater said it reached an agreement to settle its stockholder class action over converting AMC preferred equity units into APE common shares in 10-to-1 split. So basically, they're settling their lawsuit that they had with shareholders. So that's interesting dynamic of it. But yeah, they're down to 560s right now. So Bed Bath & Beyond, if you haven't seen it, is now down to the OTC market. It's BBBYQ. BBBYQ. It's now in the OTC market. Palantir earnings are this evening. I'll think about it, but Tesla gonna hold a ceremony for its new lithium refining on Monday. So it opened a $375 million lithium facility in Texas. It's going to refine battery-grade lithium hydroxide. Tesla saying it's the first of its kind in North America. Yeah, last year CEO Elon basically pushed for, other businesses. I remember him doing this. Other businesses to start lithium facilities, to create their own lithium facilities. He didn't want to be the lithium miner himself or the lithium refiner. He wanted other companies to do it. He said calling it an opportunity to, quote, mint money, end quote. He said, quote, facilities like this lithium refinery is a core component to our state strategy for the state of Texas to be more self-reliant, Abbott said in a speech in April. So there's that going on with Tesla. And again, Tesla popping up a little bit to 173.40s here. Again, WAL at 29.60s, PACW bouncing back and forth between 750s. It's kind of held this level for a while now, so you'll see if it keeps doing it. Yeah, Rivian is after hours. Yeah, thanks, Pawn. Appreciate the update there, bro. Yeah, the gold play we took a lot of shares off of that. Our gold play. We're still holding a little bit, but not much. We've already scaled out of Snapchat too. Again, when I get into the profit, we take profit. Generally. All right, guys. So look at PACW bouncing all the way back up to 790s here, up to 29.75 for a lot of these too. So we are getting some bounce backs here. All right, so Lehman Brothers declared bankruptcy on September 15th, 08. Is Schwab in trouble? Schwab is pretty strong in terms of their stock. I guess my only worry is that, like, TD Ameritrade is a Schwab company. What do I do with my money, you know? All right, guys, so Tesla is up there. Again, PACW is up there. We'll see if this causes some increases in Snapchat some more. Again, I'm only holding like 100 shares of Snapchat, which we're green on it again today. I could take more off here. I think I'll let it ride a little bit, but again, we're already pretty green on that trade. PayPal up probably because of earnings today. Yeah, we do have PayPal earnings this morning or this evening. Again, PayPal's not really big enough earnings report for me to cover generally, but we'll watch for it. All right, so 69% of baby boomers own their own home by 40. 64% of Generation Xers owned a house by 40. Only 62% of millennials do. Yeah, but at what point do you think that is self-choosing? Like, a lot of people are going to argue against home ownership, and I'll tell you why. Is because home ownership, like a lot of people, typically humans don't stay at one place for very long. So, like, typically humans don't stay at one place for very long. And so, you know, typically humans will, you know, migrate from place to place. They're not always will they stay at a place. So locking yourself into a home for a lot of people is not going to be the right decision, you know? And again, I believe like investing in real estate can be good for inflationary hedges, but in terms of like for a lot of people, owning your own home is not going to be super worthwhile. You know, a lot of people think that it's something that really the banks push because they're the ones that are really making the most from people owning all their homes. But, you know, and again, right now it's one of those situations where rent is less than homes, than mortgages. So it's going to be a hard sell for a lot of people to own a home right now anyway. But yeah, owning a home can be good. I'm not saying it's bad in all situations, but it's not universally good. You know, I guess is the point. A lot of people don't stay in one place very long. And so buying the house, unless they plan on renting it out, buying the house is going to be kind of the wrong move sometimes, I think, you know. All right, guys. All right, guys, at 174.20s for Tesla, 174.20. So Tesla just broke over 174 again here. Big bounce back. So it looks like the dip buyers in Tesla over the last couple weeks were good dip buys here. I mean, we bought it a couple times. We're not in it anymore, but you know, a lot of people were wondering if they should buy it like down here at the 150s, and it looks like that's been a pretty good move so far. You know, they are up like 12% or so from if they bought it at 150s, they're up like 12%. PACW banks bouncing back as well. PACW almost back up to $8 here. We can also look at WAL, which as you can see is also moving up from all this stuff. So yeah, we're watching all of it. And again, we'll see if it continues. It'll be an interesting day today, I think. Again, I think my gold is probably going to be pulling back some. I don't know, my gold's pretty flat. The market's not closed right now. I mean, it's pre-market, so the market's open. Main market hours don't start until 9:30, but the market's open. Right, exactly. Many see owning a home is like anchoring down 100%, and a lot of the young people, they just want to move around, and I get it too. To be honest, I understand, especially with like interest rates going up this year, but again, interest rates are conventionally low over the last like 30 years comparison. They're still pretty low. Yeah, are these leaks real? Are these leaks real for Tesla? So somebody leaked this and said it's the Tesla Cybertruck Y. Honestly, it looks pretty cool, bro. Like, look at this thing, man. Is this real? Or is this just somebody else taking this and adding it? Because that's cool if it is real. Has anyone ever used DoorDash? Yeah. This is pretty cool here, guys. That is pretty cool. Again, Tesla up to 174, PACW at 794. This person regrets buying Tumblr instead of Netflix. Again, I think people get wrapped up in like what they use. So all right, guys. So, Tesla over 174 is WAL at 2990s here. Just want to say thank you for doing what you do. I look forward to this most nights now. Only stumbled on you 2 weeks ago. Hey, thank you, Timothy. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, my daughter didn't realize how much food delivery costs. She really didn't. She was like, "Hey, Daddy, can we get this food?" And I was like, "Well, what is it?" She was like, "I just want to DoorDash me a Chipotle burrito." And I was like, "Maddie, the whole house is about to eat this. We're not going to DoorDash one Chipotle burrito." I was like, we're going to pay like 100% more for that burrito to get it just delivered, right?" She was like, "No, it's not going to be that much." And I was like, "Look it up, you know." But DoorDash is expensive, man. But I get the point, but like it's just so expensive. Yeah, I think that's the right move, Voorhees. With real estate, I think that's the right move. And again, Tesla up to 174.20s, PACW at 790s, WAL at 29.95s. SPY is up today too, so we do have the SPY green today as well. SPY up to 413s, looking good, man. Again, when people scream doom and gloom, yeah, for sure. Kids, I don't think understand, but yeah, where's Bitcoin at today? Yeah, Bitcoin down. We've had a pretty good week last week trading, though. I'm pretty sure. It's crazy what we spend for convenience and ease, and you can buy a case of water for $4. You can buy $1, one for $2.75. Yeah, for sure. I mean, wholesale is obviously, you're gonna get some discounts for wholesale, but yeah, I mean that's how business is, man. That's just kind of how business goes, I think. Yeah, it looks like Jeff Bezos tore his right bicep. My dad tore his bicep just like that. So my dad tore his bicep too, and looked very much like this. All right, guys. Tesla at 174.30s here. WAL at 30. PACW is at $8. Again, banks are bouncing back. The market is bouncing back as a whole here, and again, that's all good. I'm happy to see it. Yeah, so I mean, good trading is usually going to be pretty boring. I think that's what a lot of people have to understand. Like, I think boring is a hard sell though, and so like I think with trading, you see a lot of nonsense because they understand like what gets people excited is delusions of riches, right? So they understand like people want to get rich. Yeah, we stopped using bottled water just because of plastics and stuff are probably not that great for us. So like what we do is we filter our water out the faucet. So we filter our water out the faucet, and then we put water we put them in glass water bottles, and then we just kind of put those bottles in the fridge, like big glass bottles, to where each of us can probably have like one or two a day. And then when we're finished with them, we just kind of refill them and put them back in the fridge. And so we always have like readily available cold water in glass and like big glass bottles. Like that's what we do. But everybody's different. Again, over time, we just trying to be healthier that way. Yeah. All right. So Bitcoin down under 28K again. At least it's holding up there. I mean, that's the good move. At least it's holding up there. Um, All right, guys. So again, PACW, WAL back up, Tesla back up there. We didn't really have any big earnings today, if I remember correctly, right? Like nothing major today. We had Tyson Foods drop theirs this morning, BNTX, Treehouse Foods, Six Flags dropped theirs, Dish missed on both EPS. I'm not I mean, listen, I tried telling people this, bro. With regards to Dish, man, it's not a surprise they missed on everything. How long ago did I make that Dish post where I talked about how weak Dish was and all that stuff? It must have been like a couple weeks ago at least, back when this thing was at like, it had to be like back here at least. And so it has basically dropped over 10, over 15% since then. So looks like we were right in that regard. Not a surprise though. Dish, terrible company. I mean, again, nobody's going to use Dish moving forward. It's no shock that Dish isn't doing great right now. DirecTV. Yeah, I mean they're all bad though. DirecTV is now owned by AT&T though. So I had DirecTV, I had Comcast, never had Dish, but they're all bad. They're all not good. Binance about a day ago temporarily suspended Bitcoin withdrawals, citing network congestion issues. Ugh. All right, PACW just hit $8 here. PACW did just tap eights. Oh my gosh, dude. People never be quiet, dude. 3,000. Now people are saying counterfeit shares issued. Like, bro, when is it gonna stop, dude? When is it gonna stop? I think when are people gonna realize? Like, I'm not lying to people. As much as I hate to say all this stuff, but it's like I'm gonna post this gullible video because people need to hear it, man. And again, if y'all didn't see it early, I'll post it again. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and tweet this out. Again, this is our tweet from earlier, man. And again, I hope people listen to it, because it really is like a situation that people are just falling for this. And again, just listen to it. If you haven't heard it, just listen to it. Let me make sure the volume is high. Yeah, just listen to it. Not to be mean, John, but do you have any advice for these meme squeeze chasers that stab big money on AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, GameStop, etc.? Don't be so gullible, is my advice. I'm not trying to be mean, but like these communities wrap you up. These influencers who are down big money talk you into being down big money. They make you feel all warm and fuzzy, like all warm and fuzzy. A community about stock. Like, you should never fanboy a stock. It doesn't matter what it is. So like, if the community's making you feel all warm and fuzzy, it's trying to distract you from the fact that the company's down huge amounts. And so don't fall for it. Don't be gullible, man. Like these, again, Adam Aaron, talking about like he's trying to make it a moral issue. Like he's calling Benzinga evil, and he's calling all these different groups. Like he's calling API like glitches evil. It's like they're not evil; they're just glitches. But what he's trying to do is he's trying to manipulate shareholders into thinking it's a moral issue. And it's honestly absolutely true, man. So many people get wrapped up in this stuff. Again, I'm seeing it with Bed Bath & Beyond now. Like, I don't know how many Twitter posts I've seen this morning talking about how counterfeit shares have been found. Like, there's always some conspiracy theory. Like, bro, maybe, just maybe, guys, Bed Bath & Beyond is a retail brick and mortar store that has no business anymore. It does no business. Nobody's ever there. Nobody ever buys anything from them anymore. Their business is basically nothing. That's what's going on with Bed Bath & Beyond. I get it. You might lose money on it. You might have lost money on it. But, like, ignore the nonsense that people are posting here. Like, counterfeit shares, naked shorts, synthetics, shares, squeeze, crazy squeeze potential. Like, that's all just buzzwords to try to get you to do something dumb with your money. Again, I'm not telling you what to do here. I have no idea. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond does squeeze. But, like, they've been saying it about AMC for years now, and nothing has happened. Nothing. They've been saying it for years and years and years and years, and nothing has happened. Yet when somebody like me comes along and tells you guys the truth, then they get mad at me for it. Sometimes I think it's just easier to continue believing in it because it hurts so much to think about, hey, maybe I was manipulated into this. Like, it hurts too bad to think about that. Maybe I was lied to. Maybe a squeeze is never going to happen. That hurts too hard. That hurts too much to think about. And so instead, they get mad at the messenger. They get mad at people like me. And that's okay. I'll be your huckleberry here. Y'all can get mad at me. That's all right. But, like, the reality of it is that, and y'all know it's true. Deep down inside, you know what I'm saying is true. Which is just, like, these people are manipulating traders into getting behind these absolutely horrible companies. And yeah, it's obvious. Again, I've been preaching about Bed Bath and Beyond for freaking months now. I've brought this up at least once a stream every day for like a month and a half now. I've been telling you this was going to happen. I've been telling you there's no real argument for Bed Bath and Beyond success, but yet people still get naive people. They get talked into, sitting on Bed Bath and Beyond instead of selling like they should have. They just kind of sit on it and lose money. Yeah, you try to buy low, sell high, and see what happens. But Twitch, I'm not gonna get. No, look, Twitch is great, but YouTube. I mean, my community on YouTube's 100,000 plus. Like on big streams, we'll get like thousands of people here. Like a Fed rate hike decision, we had like 40 something hundred people here live. So we got like 30,000 views total. Twitch is nice, but it's not going to get views like that, especially for trading. Like Twitch is specific to gamers, so Twitch is not going to get views like that too. It's just not going to get views like that for the stock market. Maybe for gaming and stuff, like the big boys might get viewers like that, but it's going to be tough. It's just a smaller market, like without question. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. It's unfortunate that it's like that, but it is. Yeah, at least we got some people. Somebody on Twitter said maybe you are right. Time will tell. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I saw Pawn ask if I posted on YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna post it on YouTube. It might just be. We'll just show you guys the short that way. What like a really important thing that I think a lot of people don't realize about YouTube is scarcity grows. Like if you're posting 5 things a day, of course you're gonna get less viewers. The reason for that is because you're having 5 different notifications go out every day, and so we got to really limit what we post sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I think Twitch. I said this about a year ago. I think Twitch will eventually go away. I think they're making bad decisions over there. And I think they're too strict in regards to what they allow. I think they're too strict to where people are just leaving them. They're nervous. How come trolls don't know the difference between your and your? Did Jokic shove the owner of the Suns? Mullen is the play of the week. Said they've told me that every day for like 6 months. And look at the Mullen long-term chart. All right, so Mullen did a split recently, and then it's dropped more post-split. I think Amazon's not going to pull the plug on Twitch. I think they're going to promote it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, again, Twitch. I think they've got some troubles. Yeah, the Suns owner looked like a soccer player who just got, who just got hit with a pinky finger. He looks like a soccer player straight up. Just falling down. Soccer. People be like, yeah, soccer's tougher than American football. And it's like, bro, the soccer players get baby tapped and they're crying on the ground, rolling around, That's right. I said it, soccer fans. I said it, All right, so Apple's last major series of layoffs occurred in 1997 when jobs returned. Apple reported better than expected earnings last week. All right, guys. PACW at 780s, WAL at 30. Dish still looking weak again. SPY up today. Up to 413s, man. Beautiful market over the last couple of days. Market's just ripped up. The question is, will it hold? All right, so Pacwest announced Friday at 10 p.m. that they were cutting their dividend by more than 95% to just 1 cent. So very strange. They announced it on Friday. Usually they do it on Monday after close. Interesting, but you can see PACW gapping up. They're liking it today. I guess people are assuming they're going to save money. So Apple executives have indicated a third straight quarter of declining revenue is on the way, according to Market Watch. Binance is now the largest holder of Pepe with $109 million worth of it. Wow. Mm. All right, so Florida was ranked the second best place to own a biz regarding state taxes, work floors, infrastructure, quality of life. I'm scared to like buy property in Florida though, like especially if it's like close to the beach. You know, like on the coast of Florida, I'm nervous about buying property there. You know, just because that's the type of stuff that can just get hit. Um, so I got a reply back, and the reply back said, "But we have uncovered that BBBY and BBBYQ has millions of synthetic naked shares that we sold in dark pools and shorts. We'll have to buy back for whatever price we are willing to sell for, unless the company goes to Chapter 7 or 0, which isn't likely." So you're telling me that a company that is outdated business wise, who a majority of its previous consumers now shop on Amazon instead of going to a brick and mortar store, etc., has a low likelihood of filing for Chapter 7. Also, how did the synthetic share naked short argument work for AMC? I'm not hating, just being honest. Yeah, here's the problem: is that the synthetic naked short argument just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's not, again, they said the same thing about AMC. Nothing happened. They said the same thing about Mullen. Nothing happened. They said the same thing about, I've seen so many of these naked short, synthetic short arguments. Again, that's just what people go to when their stock is losing money. Like, that's all this is. It's just what people go to when their stock is down big. You know, it really is. Brick and mortar. Yeah, I feel you, Beach. I get it, dude. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, here's the problem: is that the problem is that real problem here is that so many Yeah, what I responded to him is the problem here is that so many yell synthetic shares, naked shorts, etc. But eventually that claim loses interest because all stocks have synthetic shares and naked shorts for the most part. Very hard to prove and just doesn't mean as much as people think, you know? And I hope people understand. Like, I'm not hating here. It's just the truth, man. Hey, nice. Yeah, I see the BRC20 cover stuff. We covered that in our last crypto show. Yeah, I saw the Mario movie last week too, or not, a couple weeks ago. I saw that movie. It was pretty good. Yeah, CPI numbers coming out. Honestly, we got a lot of stuff coming out this week, man. Consumer sentiment Friday. Do we have consumer sentiment Friday? I don't even know. Let me see. So Friday is the 12th. Oh yeah, we got Michigan's consumer sentiment. But yeah, we'll see. That's not really a big release though. Like Michigan's not really a huge release. The consumer sentiment is it might get some interest, but it's not like super big. The big stuff is CPI and PPI this week. So we got CPI, PPI, jobless claims, all this week. Those are the big things. So again, Wednesday and Thursday are really the two big ones. Again, PACW over 804s. Again, and the problem is like so many people get wrapped up in the synthetic share naked short argument that it just turns into nonsense, man. It just turns into nonsense. I figure I was really nervous about even posting this video, but like I posted it to be real with people because people need to understand it. Like people need to understand what they're getting manipulated into. And like I don't really care that much if the AMC community gets mad at me. Like it's all good. Nah, bro, the 93 Super Mario movie is actually great, dude. I actually genuinely like it, bro. It reminds me of childhood. It used to come on HBO a long time ago. The one with John Leguizamo, and I can't remember who played Mario. Like, John Leguizamo was Luigi, and I can't remember who played Mario, and they go in the tunnel underground and come out the new world. It's honestly kind of a trippy movie, but it's so good, bro. It's hard to find, though. But it's so good, dude. It really is so good, man. So honestly, this AMC short got a lot more views than I thought it would right off the bat. We got hundreds of views on this pretty quickly within like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, it was good, bro. I actually like the old Mario movie. Was Bowser played by Dennis Hopper? Let me see. Yes, he was. Bowser was played by him. Rest in peace. He was in a lot of good movies, man. Easy Rider, Super Mario Bros. Waterworld. Where do you watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie? There it is. So I could buy the DVD for like $4. Brand new. Yeah. Whatever happened to trade trades? That guy only had a year experience when he was pumping AMC. I think time has shown that like people acted like I was just some hater. But I think time has shown that I've been absolutely right about all that stuff, man. Again, including him. Again, a lot of the big influencers that pushed you to buy AMC and all this stuff, again, they didn't really understand, man. Again, they're new. A lot of them were new when the AMC stuff happened. And so like experienced traders like me, we could kind of recognize it for what it is, which was just kind of this market that was, it was just kind of this community that formed around big losses that were already had. And again, GameStop squeezed, and so everybody else thought that like we had like a really high chance of squeezing and all this stuff. But again, it's just one of those things that a lot of those influencers are now just kind of, they're just kind of, they definitely don't talk about AMC that much anymore. Well, I mean, I think what happened was that he was wrong, Chris. Again, I don't like speaking on names. I'm not talking smack. Like, I wish him the best. I really do. But I think what happened is that he was wrong about AMC, and so I think eventually people realize that like a lot of these guys that are part of that they're new traders when they entered AMC and stuff. They were new, And so they just didn't know. They didn't understand how manipulative some of these stocks communities that are formed around some of these stocks can be. Again, what I always tell people is like if your stock's community is making you feel all warm and fuzzy, you're probably in the wrong one. Like Amazon doesn't care about its stock community because people are going to buy Amazon no matter what because the value's obvious. Apple doesn't care about some stockholder community. You know why? It's because people are going to buy Apple regardless of any community that forms around it. That's the difference. So if your community is trying to make you feel all warm and fuzzy, it's probably trying to talk you into holding something that's not appreciating like you think it is. You know what I mean? Like it's trying to distract you. As I said in that video, like it's trying to distract you from the fact that it's down huge percentages. That's just kind of how it goes. People hate on leases, but a lot of people lease cars. Like a lot of people, like again, to put this into perspective, right? Like imagine you're wealthy, all right? Like imagine you're wealthy, okay? Genuinely trying to put this into perspective. Imagine you're wealthy, right? And you want to always drive the newest and best, right? Are you gonna buy a brand new car every year, and then have to go through the hassle of like selling that car? Of course not. Like, you're not going to buy a car and then have to go through the hassle of selling it and then doing all that stuff. What a lot of really genuinely wealthy people who could buy the car if they wanted to, what they do is they lease it. So they lease it. They might pay what, like 10, 15,000 in a year to drive that car for a year. At the end of the year, they bring it back to the dealership and they upgrade to the newer model. They get the 2024 model, and then they pay 10 or 15K. In 2024, they drive it back there. They get the 2025 model. They pay 20, 15, 20K, whatever it is, right? That's how they always drive the newest and best. And that way they don't have to go through the hassle of like selling it. So a lot of really like people hear leasing and they think that, oh, well, rich people don't lease. Nah, rich people lease 100%. And a lot of times it's easier to do that than, buy a brand new car and then sell it and buy a new one and then sell it. That's a lot of work. A lot of them don't care about that. They just want the newest car. And so they'll lease it for a year, bring it back, get the newer version, lease it, bring it back, makes more sense. Yeah, I'm not paying $1,000+ monthly for a car. Yeah, Palantir earnings today, guys. So we do have Palantir earnings. Hey, what's up, Shepard? All right, look at the SPY rip up to 413s here, 413s. We're going to put Tesla up here instead. Again, banks are doing well today, man. And again, we'll see if they continue. I took a little bit off of gold. I'm still in Snapchat. And so, again, we'll see if these hold. But I had a pretty good weekend. I had some fun, man. Tax write-off? Yeah, I mean, I get the tax write-off. But you could write off a lease, too, honestly. Yeah, I can respect that. Honestly, Ernie, if he had guilt for steering people wrong, I can respect that. Listen, running a community is hard, man. You got to be, honestly, and I'm not even mad at Trey. If I was Trey, I would just be like, yo, I was wrong. Y'all deal with it. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? That's how you got to be. I just be like, yo, I was wrong. Y'all deal with it. We're all wrong sometimes. I'm not always right. I'm definitely top 3 most right ever, but I'm definitely wrong sometimes too. Top 3 most wrong ever. But no, listen, I like Trey. I thought he was cool. I just think that running a community is hard, man. People don't realize, bro. You get I get so much weirdness from random people. Like in what's really strange is that when you grow a larger community with like over 100,000 followers, you get weird people. You get people that are obsessed with like weird obsessions and like strange people who like really want to be your friend, but you don't really have time to be their friend. And so you kind of you get weird people who get banned over and over again, yet for whatever reason, they're obsessed too. And they keep coming back to your stream. And it's just weird, man. You get people who are secretly like jealous of you. And so like they'll be nice to your face, but really they're kind of like rooting on you to fail out of insecurity and jealousy. Like you get people that are emotional about specific stocks. Like stock emotion runs high, of course, especially in that community that Trey was a part of with like AMC and GameStop and all them. They're super emotional. Anybody that says anything negative about their stock, they just freak out on, cry on, get their pitchforks out, like all that stuff. It's just kind of crazy, honestly. And so it's a tough thing to do. I mean, it's great. It's a blessing for me and my family, of course, but it's a tough thing, man. It's not an easy thing to run. Yeah, you get haters for no reason, dislikes for no reason. Again, what you realize very quickly running a community is that people are weird. Like, you got some weirdos that just don't have anything going on in their life, and so they like make you their main focus, and then like they get really rigid and weird with you, and like it's just weird, you know. But again, it really is a blessing. It really is. Like, it's the future of media. Like, I think conventional TV shows obviously are going to go out the window, and nobody's going to really, you know. I think over time, especially as new generations come up, people just aren't going to watch TV like that anymore. They're going to watch movies, but they're not going to watch like conventional TV anymore. And more so streaming and services like YouTube and stuff like that are just going to become bigger and bigger in terms of people consuming media. It's obviously the future. Yeah, dude, everybody is a hatter for sure. Hatters are everywhere. Hatter, you know, definitely top 3 hatters in the world right now for sure. I mean, look at this hat, dude. Look at this hat right here, man. That's one of the greatest hats of all time, they say. Top 3 for sure. But no. Yeah, BB, you're about one more argumentative post away from just getting banned in here, sir. Like I said, prime example. You got people that are just kind of sitting there waiting around to disagree. If you scroll back here, you can kind of look at people like that. Like, weird. Just to respond to them. Good day. Okay, look, I just saw another one. Good day to you, sir. Speaking of that, that's the very same thing. Number one, my guy needs to learn how to spell. Number one. Number two, it's like, listen. Number one, it's not hatter, it's hater. Okay, I might dislike somebody else for doing certain things, right? Like, I might dislike other channels, other communities. Of course, I dislike certain communities. But the difference is that I don't show up in their stream trying to start stuff. Like, that's a different level. And when you do that over and over and over and over again, that's some type of weird problem with that person. Like, that person's kind of acting weird in that situation. And again, it's hard for other people to understand that don't run communities. It's hard for people to understand. Younger people don't have the attention span to watch movies with all. Yeah, I mean, those are certainly affecting. Media for sure. But it varies. Like, some of it's good. Like, I think communities like this are better because it allows individuals like myself to kind of create our own community around different things, and I think that's good. I think it lowers the barrier of entry if you want to create your own community, and I think that's a great thing. Obviously. Yeah, it's all good, Pawn. Next time, brother. Next time, man. Hey, all good, Guts. What's up, man? And honestly, I'm kind of glad old boy acted that way, because it's really important to show people kind of what you get. Well, it depends on what group, Stylist. What group are you referring to? Yeah, flush them out. Honestly, Martin, people haven't realized what I'm doing yet. Realistically. Like, people haven't realized what I'm doing yet, and it's hilarious. But it's all right. You know, look, I've got a strategy here. People haven't realized it yet, but it's all good. Yeah, definitely top 3 hatters in the world right now. Listen, when you hat this well, you know, listen, people are going to hate. That's okay. No, I'm not buying any options on PACW. I don't trust banks right now. What's up, Aaron? Any dib buys for swings today? No, but I took some off of my Snapchat trade. We made some money on our Snapchat trade. So again, we bought Snap a couple days ago, and people said, "Why are you buying Snapchat?" This is why I'm buying Snapchat, guys. Y'all see me? I bought it. I told you guys I was buying it. I bought it. I wrote it up. I took profit. Now we're only in like 100 shares left. I might take a little bit more off here too. But yeah, we are scaling out of this now. Hey, we love to see it. Took a little bit more off. 80 shares left. Yeah, it's all good, Pawn. Next time, brother. Next time, man. Yeah, what do y'all think about Pepe? Honestly, I heard that, like, the rumor I heard was that the Pepe squeeze was started by insiders within Pepe, like the founders, kind of started the pump and dump, and that kind of caused a lot of more people to get hyped up about it. Do you think it's good for stocks? I guess. Hike another 50 basis points, maybe, man. Again, it's one of those stocks. Like, I'm not touching Pepe, man. It's too scary, bro. It's too risky, honestly. Like, it really is too sketchy for me to buy that thing, man. Yeah, I bet. But again, the rumor I heard was that it was insiders in the company. The rumor I heard is that it was insiders in the company that that sparked this craziness. What do you guys think? Is that what it? All right, PACW at 775s here. So Miss Stylish, you're kind of like jumping around. Again, you're saying I shouldn't judge entire groups of people. Okay, what group of people did I judge in that regard, Miss Stylist? And again, if you're not going to give me a clear answer, then you're just kind of trying to, avoid, what I'm trying to say. Again, I understand that completely, but I think okay. I think one very common thing is that people say, hey, a majority of this type of, a majority of, let me think of an example. A majority of the meme stock traders are manipulated into thinking it's a good bet, right? Now, it's a majority of them. It's not all of them. Of course, you could isolate a small percentage of people and say, nah, this one person was different. And it's like, well, sure. But like generally, you're always going to have outliers, but generally, that's kind of what's going on. And so, sure, you're always going to have outliers in every different situation, of course. But generally, it is what it is. And I think that's an obvious thing. So Apple files a prospectus supplement for 5-part notes offering size not disclosed. So are they going to do an offering? They're going to dilute for Apple? What's Apple doing right now in that situation? So Apple actually gapping down a little bit with the rest of the markets gapping up some. We got a crash on Thursday, debt ceiling. Yeah. Okay, I understand, Miss Stylist, but again, I'll ask the question again. What group of people am I stereotyping? I keep asking, you keep kind of saying other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with it. Genuine question. What group am I stereotyping? Genuine question. I'm curious about it. I want to know. Yeah, they're definitely sold a dream 4Es. I don't know if we're going to crash. I've been hearing we're going to crash every day, and we don't. Market's actually up a lot. It's up to 413.50s. Kevin, be nice, bro. Listen, be nice. Be respectful, brother. No reason to be Disrespectful, man. Again, I'm genuinely curious. It's all love here. Like, I'm not mad or anything. I'm just genuinely curious. Like, what what kind of group of people were I stereotyping? I don't think I was stereotyping any. But if I was, again, I'm open to talking about it. Bro, Andrew Aziz is a crazy person, dude. This dude is climbing Everest right now. Bro, Everest is so scary, dude. It looks cool, but like, I would never try to do that. Man's braver than me. That's for sure. An important moment for what? Any really moving besides banks? Most stuff's gapping up today. So we got the SPY gapping up, banks gapping up a little bit. Tesla, I believe, is gapping up some. Apple's gapping down a little bit. Microsoft is gapping down some. So tech is down a little bit today. Retail, Walmart's not really moving. Disney up to 101. So Disney is up again today as well. Gold is gapping up some. Snapchat is gapping up some too. Oh, AMC followers. I'm not saying all of them, of course. Okay, I understand, Stylist. Now I see. But again, I'll say it again. I'll say it again, Stylist. Listen, if you're an AMC trader, I'm not against you. I'm really not. Okay, I'm in AMC personally, and I'm holding AMC. I hope it goes up. I really do. Okay. And I can appreciate the fact that you're not one of the pitchfork ones that are kind of attacking anybody that disagrees. I just think it's very important to have an open discussion about AMC stock and like what people can really expect from it. Because I think like what happens with the AMC community a lot of the time, of course, not all the time, nothing is 100%. There's always outliers. But what happens to the AMC community a lot of the time is that any type of criticism towards Adam Aaron, towards AMC, towards the community in general, people try to essentially attack them. They just freak out on anybody criticizing it. They say they're spreading FUD and all this stuff. But I think criticism is healthy. And I think people need to hear both sides and make their own educated decision. You can't just stand around patting everybody on the back as the stock drops huge percentages over the last year or two, and then get mad at anybody that's skeptical, and I think that is very much something that plays out a lot of the time. Again, not everybody, of course. It's not everybody. It's just a lot. It's just a decent percentage. And I think you got to look at that objectively too and understand that like sometimes it gets weird in that situation, which is why again, my whole community is about protecting traders. I try to tell people the truth, regardless of whether it stirs some stuff up. I try to be honest and protect traders. And so even though that community might get mad at me, and again, I'm holding AMC right now. I hope it goes up. I feel a obligation, a fiduciary duty, if you will, to look out for shareholders and to look out for traders that, again, a lot of new traders are the ones that get wrapped up in it. Like if you've never traded before and you enter the stock market and you've got this huge community pushing one specific stock that is now under $6 a share, that is really obscure, that's dropped big percentages over the last few years. But like the community keeps telling you, oh, well, this is great. Like, oh, we've got this conspiracy where there's millions of synthetic shares and naked shorts. And yeah, this stock is going to get rich. Like again, the best example of it is like, if you remember the Wolf of Wall Street, when Jordan Belfort is talking on the phone, trying to talk people in to buying specific stocks. What does he say? He says, oh, your profit's going to be this amount. You'll be able to pay your mortgage with it. He tells them all this sensationalized stuff to get them to buy it, right? And so then the guy's like, oh, great, like I'm buying it. I think some of that type of manipulation certainly happens in that community. And I see it on Twitter all the time. And so I think I have a duty to look out for traders and tell them the truth. And I know that for people holding AMC, they might look at me negatively from that. But I think it's important for them to understand what's really going on there, which is just you got influencers that have pumped it up. They're desperately trying to stay afloat. They're desperately trying not to lose credibility to all the traders that have told to buy it and sold all this stuff to. And so any type of criticism, they just kind of lash out and get weird. And I think it's important for uh, traders to understand what's really going on. Yeah, people are losing their life savings on it. Again, I think it's important, man. I think it's people need to hear it. Uh, so yeah, Apple. They're talking about dilution. I don't know if that's a right move right now. I think Apple's pretty strong. Yeah. Yeah, that's all good, Stylish. You're good. Again, if we could have a respectful conversation about it, I appreciate it. I appreciate you having the conversation with me and not getting mad. You know. Same with Bed Bath and Beyond. Yeah, for sure. Um, oh yeah, a lot of those cryptos are sketchy for sure. New traders always looking for info, and penny stock pumpers keep a constant flow of info coming. Yeah, suckering them in 100%. Yeah, I think 850 is a reasonable expectation long term. Yeah, Adam Aaron. Again, he's just if I was bought into that whole, if I was like a big AMC trader, I would feel insulted by how Adam Aaron is like trying to pander to me in that way, you know. All right, guys. So, hey, look at PACW again. Big strength today. I'm just not sure if I'm confident enough in this. Again, we bought Snapchat last week. You guys remember we bought it at like $8. It is now at 830s. Sterling, I wasn't super impressed by him, man. Again, I think he's faulting a smaller guy moving up in weight. You know. He's just a wrestler, and so, you know. Right, exactly, Ernie. Exactly, bro. He said, imagine telling a bunch of kids and uneducated people to buy and hold until unrealistic numbers so you can use them. And that's what's going on, too. It's unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, I thought Henry won too, to be honest. I thought Cejudo won. I thought he took him down enough and beat him. Um, I'd love to see Sean O'Malley versus Sterling, though. Yeah, if I was Aljamain Sterling, I would go the complete heel route. Like, that's what you got to do. You got to just become a heel, I think. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you got to do if you're Sterling. Again, Spy sideways, pulling back a little bit now. All right, guys. So again, we're gonna get ready to trade today. I hope we can get some good stuff. AMC down to 560s though. But see, people trying to talk to me about AMC and the synthetic shares and naked shorts and all this stuff. Uh, yeah. Again, people, and then my response is like one of the crazier responses is they said unless the company goes to Chapter 7 liquidation or zero, which isn't likely. And so I'm like, wait, you're telling me that Bed Bath & Beyond going to zero or Chapter 7 is unlikely? I think it's the opposite. My response is like, so you're telling me a company that is outdated business-wise, who majority of its previous consumers now shop on Amazon, has a low likelihood of filing for Chapter 7 or going to zero? I disagree. I think there's a high chance that it goes to zero or Chapter 7 eventually. Now, I don't know when it's going to go Chapter 7, but I think it could certainly long term or over time. How do you trade Apple on the E-mini? You don't. Yeah, I'm skeptical of Carvana too. Yeah, it's all love stylist. It's all good. I don't know. I thought Chaos won, Ernie. Honestly, I thought Chaos won that fight. I didn't think he lost. I think Chaos won. I thought it was close enough to be a split too. Yeah, wholesale inventories probably are not going to move markets much. Market opens up in about an hour. All right, guys. So, yeah, let's see what we get. CPI news. PC news. Oh, welcome to a free Mullen share. All right, congrats. That's great. We going up or down today? Again, I have no idea what we're gonna do. Going back in history, John, why do you think options were invented rather than just buying and selling shares? Because I think there's some things that you can do in options that you can't do in stocks. So I think there's some things that like buying power implications are usually a little bit better in options than stocks, but it varies, you know. So I think there's some stuff you can do, but All right, so CZ is saying there's some FUD about Bitcoin withdrawals. Bitcoin network fees are fluctuating 18x in a month. All right, so 22 banks reported unrealized losses exceeding 50% of their capital at the end of the third quarter of 22, according to the Fed. All right, what is your favorite stock this week? Does anybody have any ideas? Again, we're in Snapchat. We'll go and cut a little bit more here and just profit even more from this. Would you guys buy Pacwest and Western Alliance stock in an hour? I don't know, man. It depends on what happens at the opening bell. Bank stocks are up because I think PACW got rid of its dividend, if I remember correctly. If that might be the reason it's up, I think it got rid of its dividend. But again, I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Palantir drops their numbers today too. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. So look at PACW again. I'm skeptical of banks here, honestly. SPY pull it back a little bit. We might buy this dip in futures. Let's see. Again, we've had a pretty good week last week. If you guys want to see the week we had here, let me look it up. Let me exit out of some of this stuff. But yeah, we had a pretty good week. Again, we're steady building. Here's the last week here. You can kind of see we are up about 1,500 over the last week. Only a $425 drawdown. Bro. You got to push a little bit more, bro. All right, here. I got it, dude. I got it. Stop. Here, watch out. Back up. Here, let me fix this real quick. Hold up. All right, it should be much better now. All right, buddy. I love you, man. Sorry, dude. Sorry, stream. Love you, buddy. Love you. Have a good day. Love you too, buddy. All right. Sorry, my door to this room just doesn't want to open. All right, again, gold. We might take a little bit more off of gold here. We've already taken profit on Snapchat. Yeah, I'm not gonna be specific about up or anything on the year. It's just again, my whole thing is I'm not claiming to be an expert or a guru or anything like that. Yeah, no, I just fixed it. Yeah. Love you. Y'all have a good day. Love you guys. The Astros have been losing, haven't they? So what happened to Ninja? Remember Ninja, the streamer? This dude. What happened to him? I know he got that big deal with like that wannabe streaming service that ended up failing. Yeah, I don't know about Chaos Williams. Again, if you haven't already, check out Top Step. Top Step, funded account program for futures. Really useful because what they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. And again, a lot of new traders lose money. Again, I tell the story. When I first started trading, I lost like $4,000 in the first couple weeks, if I remember correctly. And so most new traders are going to lose money, but it's important to learn how to trade under pressure. And so these funded account programs are really genuinely a good middle ground. I wish I had these things when I first started trading. And if you don't understand the futures market, most pro traders day trade futures. So most pro day traders trade futures. The reason, because there's more liquidity, you can essentially day trade the S&P 500 or the SPY. You see me watching the SPY. You can essentially day trade that in futures with no PDT restrictions. You can buy market, buy bid, sell the ask, short, all that good stuff. Instant settlement, no PDT restrictions. And again, that's why most pro traders trade. But these funded account programs, they're inherently useful because what they do is they give you a demo and they test your skill. And so if you could pass their testing, they fund you between 50K up to 150K with a 90% split. And this is the most legit futures funded program in the world. They pay out millions. They fund thousands of traders every year. They pay out millions in actual withdrawals. And to be fair, though, most people are not going to be able to pass this test. Most traders lose money. Most day traders lose money. And so most people are not going to be able to pass this test. But that's kind of the point. The base package is like 130 something if you use my link. It's very cheap. It's not the end of the world if you lose. And again, people would lose much more if they put the money up themselves. And so it's a perfect middle ground, best of both worlds scenario, where if you lose, you're going to lose less than you would if you put up the money yourself, most likely. But if you pass it, you're still keeping 90% of your profit moving forward after that. And so it just makes sense. If you want to check them out, here is the link. They are a sponsor of mine. I'm certainly biased in their favor. Here's the link right there if you want to check it out. You can also find the link in the description. They still had to pay him. He got the bag and is still streaming. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's not rich. Of course he is. Again, I know he got paid like millions of dollars. Let me see what the Ninja contract was with, I think, Mixer. So 50 million exclusivity deal. So he made 50 mil. Or he was reportedly paid between 20 and 30 million. Which is great, honestly. Make his money. I'm for it. Yeah, so he made like 20 to 30 mil, it looks like. We'll unhide him. DS, I appreciate it. We'll put him in timeout though, you know. So I'll unhide him. I don't think that was worth banning him, but yeah, in that situation, maybe like put him in timeout and just kind of warn him. But yeah, guys, again, if we're gonna do sponsored plugs. If you take that sponsored plug opportunity as a time to talk smack about the sponsor or to push the competitors to the sponsor, you're probably gonna get banned eventually. Just a heads up, guys. Epidemic Sounds is what I use. AMC just got a $2 rating. Really? Again, gold making a nice move up here. So again, we bought gold here. I'm kind of slowly scaling out of this for the profit. Took a little bit more off there at the top here. So gold moving up really nicely. Snapchat moving up really nicely as well here. Hey, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. I can't claim any accuracy, Michael. I find a lot of value in them, though. So I find a lot of value in them. But of course, I can't claim anything. You guys know me. Like, I can't guarantee anything, guarantee any profit, guarantee any accuracy. What I can tell you about Chart Prime is like what I use this for, right? And so again, what I find a lot of value is the 5-minute charts on Chart Prime. And again, people can say whatever they want. Again, remember, if you talk smack about sponsors, you're just gonna get banned. You know what I mean? Because again, like I'm telling everybody, hey, you know, they're sponsors of mine. I'm certainly biased in their favor. And I think in that situation, it should be pretty understandable. But again, my favorite way to use Chart Prime, and I'll put this up here. And right now, Chart Prime actually got a 45% off deal. So very cheap. But like my favorite way to use this is 1-hour charts. And you can kind of see why here. So like we can just look at which ones work versus don't work. But like, look, reversal down. I like finding like multiple showing up together at once. Like you see the reversal and the bearish engulfing candle. Look at the drops, and each candlestick represents an hour. So after this, after the alert here, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours of red action. This one you got about one candle afterwards. This one picked out the very low. And again, what is really good is like finding tops and bottoms. Like, look, multiple showing up together at once is usually pretty solid. Like if you could be patient and wait for multiple showing up together at once, I'm sure the accuracy would probably increase. Because look at this bullish engulfing candle, possible reversal up, huge bounce over like a day period of time, like an entire day. And again, you can kind of keep scrolling back here and looking at these. Look, reversal down, drop, reversal down, drop. Again, these are very cheap. Right now it's 45% off. So I think it's around $30 a month. And you'll get it like at checkout too. Of course, they're a sponsor of mine. Again, so I'm certainly biased in their favor. But I just think you can find a lot of value in these. But again, I can't guarantee anything with regards to accuracy or anything like that. But again, you can kind of look at the 1-hour chart and kind of see, look, drops. Again, this is a prime example. Like, look at these 3 runs here where you get the indicators showing up together at once. Like, look at all this. Look at all these showing up together at once within like a 10-minute time frame. Nice drop over like days. Again, same thing here. Bearish engulfing and reversal down signal, drop. Same thing here. Reversal down signal, bearish engulfing, drop. And so people can say whatever they want about Chart Prime, but I can't fake this. And the reversal signals do not repaint. Like, they show up like a candlestick after the signal. But again, I find a lot of value in them. If you want to check them out, again, you can get 45% off. Here is the link for that. Again, they are a sponsor of mine, so I'm biased in their favor, of course, but it's a live indicator, so it doesn't repaint. Move to NVIDIA. NVIDIA is going to have 1 million, maybe. I mean, people could say whatever they want, but again, a lot of people just kind of sit around and wait for me to make sponsored plugs and then just kind of talk smack about whatever I'm plugging because they get weird if I make money. I think when you look at it, I'm very reasonable with how I plug it. Like, my job is to be honest and transparent with people. And so, like, what I always tell people is like, hey, this company pays me money. I'm biased in their favor. Naturally, I'm going to be biased in their favor. Can't guarantee anything with regards to results. And so, yeah, people end up again, people get weird. And so people kind of wait for me to plug and then talk smack. And so it's just easier to build a rule around it. I haven't really traded much today. I haven't really traded too much. I'm in Snapchat. So I took some profit in Snapchat. I took some profit in gold as well. But I'm just kind of waiting for the opening bell now. Depends on inflation data. So inflation data is not tomorrow. Inflation data is Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the inflation data comes out Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. Let me make sure. Yeah, so the inflation data is not today or not tomorrow. The inflation data comes out at 8:30 on Wednesday. And we'll stream the whole thing live, of course. But CPI Wednesday is going to be huge. Any shorts? No, I'm not shorting anything right now. Again, I'm not really a big short trader. I don't really short a lot of stuff. I'm mostly long bias trader. I short day trading, but swing trading, I'm not really shorting anything and holding overnight. I just think there's too much risk in those situations. Hey, thank you, Stans. I appreciate it, man. Also, y'all do me a favor and like my real estate channel here. So I got a real estate channel. I'm trying to grow the subscriber base on here. And again, we're trying to figure out what we want to do in terms of, content wise. And so we posted one video talking about how we have new mortgage rules for low credit applicants. But give your boy a subscribe here, guys. We appreciate it. If you could, take the time, hit the sub button here. Here's the channel link right there. Hey, good luck, man. I hope, again, I'm not really, I think there could be like an extension argument for the market today heading into the opening bell. I think we could be a little sideways. But I also think that, if we look at the last 10 days or so, we've had some pretty big green action over the last couple of days. And so I think we could go either way here. I think I understand the extension argument for the opening bell where we could be extended heading into the open. So yeah, we'll see. Where are you located, Joe? Hey, subscribe to the real estate channel, man. Yeah, we're looking for real estate agents to interview. And so New York, cool, man. Mondays always have a false or sideways market. Yeah, I mean, I think there could be extension is the thing, like I'm watching. I think we could have some extension. Gold is ripping up, though. And again, we bought Snapchat last week. We bought gold last week. Another great example of the trading strategy I use here, even though this last Snapchat trade was a little bit smaller. If we look at my Snapchat dip buys here, again, people can say whatever they want. They always ask me like, hey, bro, why do you buy Snapchat? This is why I buy Snapchat, man. It's because I can. Yeah, like you can see the last couple days of Snapchat trades. Like, look, I'll throw my Snapchat trades up here so you guys can see it. And they're not huge trades, but like, look, you can kind of see the range that we get in and out from them on. Here's a 20-day chart. So again, you can kind of see this one. We bought the dip down here, sold it on the bounce. We move over to this one here. And so again, same thing. We started loading in at 8.20s, 8.15s, $8. Our average was like $8, I think, on this one. And then we ended up just kind of riding the bounce back, taking profit at 8.20s, 8.30s. So beautiful little dip buy trade after the same one that and again, I've done this with Snapchat and it's worked at least the last, I've done this and it's worked at least the last couple times on Snapchat. So I've done this over and over again with Snapchat over the past 6 months, and the bounce backs typically work pretty quick. Michael, did you not see what I talked about Chart Prime just now, man? So Nate Diaz, you live in the Valley by Stockton, 209. Where's Nate Diaz at? Hey, thanks, Joe. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Hey, thank you, Tiny. Yeah, Snapchat trades. Again, I think my intuition on Snapchat is pretty solid. I've just taken those trades so much that it's worked out really well for me on Tesla. Or not Tesla, on Snapchat. Like, again, I just wait for big pullbacks when everybody else is skeptical, and I buy those dips and ride the bounce back. Yeah. We do have some morning ones, I guess, that we could cover. But yeah, the only earnings call I think I'm going to do this week is Disney, most likely. Like, I'll probably stream Disney earnings. But that's it. I'm not going to stream most of the other ones. They're just not big enough to make it worthwhile, I think, you know. Yeah, we actually got some good results on those on that video. Nah, EA earnings, I don't know, man. Yeah, we haven't listed it yet. The real estate channel is right here, man, if you want to give us a subscribe. Again, that's the real estate channel right there if you want to give us a subscribe. Just put it in the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to do EA earnings either, man. Again, it's too sideways. Yeah, that's true. Maybe. We'll consider that one. Yeah, all good, Tiny. PACW and Wall. Yeah, banks have bounced back a little bit here today. Again, there's PACW. There is WAL. Big bounce backs today. Again, the question is, do we hold? I mean, these are all down big percentages over the last couple months. If you look at WAL and you look at a 20-day chart, I mean, we're kind of back up to 32s, 33s now. So we're kind of back up there. Again, we'll see if it actually holds. I'm skeptical. Let's see, we got a yearly chart. So it's still down pretty big. I mean, the bank failure started in early March. It's still nowhere near where it was. It's still down over 50% relative to where it is now. And PACW is kind of a similar thing here. Here's a 20-day chart. So, like, it's bounced back some. but it's certainly not looking great right now. I think it's certainly not looking good. And so again, we'll see, but it's certainly not looking good. We'll see if it continues back. We're gonna get ready to trade some futures today. And again, we've had a pretty solid couple weeks. All right, so we are ready. Let me make sure that's not the practice account. There we go. All right. So yeah, we are ready here. Let's see if I can move myself up a little bit more. I got like this one. That's better. My dad gave me $50K to invest in stocks and to learn about it. Any suggestions? I'm going to preface this with I have no idea what you should do. I'm not liable if you lose. I'm not telling you what to do whatsoever. I don't want you to copy me. I'm not an investment professional, and we're not liable if you lose money. Always make your own assessment, trade responsibly. None of this should be taken as forward-looking statements or investment advice. Now, with all that said and out the way, don't copy us. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Now, if I had 50K, do not day trade with that 50K, bro. Do not day trade. That's in terms of the biggest chance that you will lose money would be day trading. All right. What I would do if I was given 50K by somebody is I would put it in the S&P 500 and maybe diversify into some other stuff if you want. I would diversify into blue chips or put it in a broad market ETF, and plan to hold it for years. It's not going to be short term, but if you want to let that 50K turn into much more, you put it in the market for 5 to 10 years. That basically pays for your retirement if you do it and you let it sit. That's the way to do it, I think. If you do that, then you should be okay. But again, there's no guaranteeing anything, and I might just be wildly wrong about everything. So don't copy me, but that's probably the right move. Yeah, you could wait for a big 30% dip in the S&P and then buy that. Again, if I did it, I'd probably invest. Genuinely invest. Don't get trapped into the day trading thing. If you want to day trade, use a funded account program. You need much less money. You don't need 25K or all that stuff. That's why funded account programs are useful, is because they're cheap. And you can get started, test your skill. If you lose money, you're losing house money, not not 20, 30K. And again, it's just a cheaper barrier of entry to where you don't have to risk that. That's why the funded account programs are useful. And again, I'll put the link up for that if you want to check it out. But yeah, do not stick that into a market account and day trade it. Again, that's the easiest way to lose. I get it. It might be fun. It might be gambling, and you might get butterflies and all this stuff in your stomach. Do not day trade with that money, bro. Yeah, take 5 of it and go day trade or do whatever you want to do. But the lawyer answer, bro, always. We always got the lawyer answer here, dude. That's all we do is the lawyer answer here, bro. All right, guys, pulling back. And again, Top Step's a sponsor of mine, of course. We always tell people the truth. Top Step's a sponsor, naturally. And y'all be careful, man. Put some music up. No big earnings this week, really. Kind of a slower week. I mean, we got CPI this week. That'll move stuff. But yeah, we'll see if we buy something good. Again, I'm looking at the SPY. I might buy the pullback and stuff. Like, we got a little dip. We've already taken most of off Snapchat already. Most off gold. I could buy the dip here. I might buy a small little pullback ahead of the open on the micro. Or on the E-mini. Not the micro. This is the regular E-mini. I might buy a little bit here and see what happens, but yeah, you're probably right, Anthony. Yeah, my job is just to be honest with people. People don't like it. Again, truth hurts sometimes. But Liechtenstein is going to accept Bitcoin as legal tender for government services. So what are they going to do? Accept it for tax purposes? Is that what they're going to do? Again, I don't know. Yeah, guys. So again, we are down a little bit, about 25 bucks here. I'd like to give it a chance to bounce back. Again, we've had a pretty good green streak going on. I don't know when the last time I had a losing day was. Let me look. So Friday green. Thursday, I'm pretty sure we had Thursday green day too. Thursday green. Wednesday green. Tuesday green. Monday green. Okay, let's look back. Let's keep going. All right. I'm trying to look back at April. All right, so we lost money on April 24th. That was one losing day. So we know it's not 2 week long green streak. Let's see the 25th now. We made money. Let's see about the 26th. I want to see how many losing days I've had over the last couple weeks. All right, the 26th, we lost money. All right, so the week before certainly wasn't as good, but we're still up nicely. 27th, we lost money too. 28th, we made money. Okay, so break even week or so the week before that. All right, so we are pretty flat in this futures trade. And again, we're still in this. I'd like to see it bounce up a little bit more. I like the dip on the SPY, but I think I have to wait for this. Does this channel make money when live streaming? What do you mean? Yeah, we make money. I mean, I'm green on the year on TOS for my trading on Thinkorswim. In terms of just business-wise for a channel, of course we make money. You know, we wouldn't be sitting here for 4+ hours a day if we didn't. Nobody would. All right, guys, so we're down a little bit here. Again, we're going to give it time, but... probably going to get ready to cut this and just wait for the opening bell if this keeps acting shady. All right, so we'll probably end up cutting this pretty soon. Market really is kind of flat today. It might be in anticipation of the CPI this week. So CPI is Wednesday. If you don't know what CPI is, it's the consumer price index. It basically gauges inflation problems, like how bad inflation is for consumers. And then we have the other side of that coin on Thursday. Yeah, we're gonna go to cut this. We probably lost like $75 or so. But yeah, so CPI measures inflation and pricing for consumers. So yeah, we lost $60 there, so not too bad. We lost a little bit less than we thought. So yeah, CPI comes out Wednesday. A lot of the time, the market can be kind of apprehensive and neutral ahead of this. So like a lot of the time, the market can just be flat leading into it. So that could be what this is right now. Just be careful. We don't know what we're going to get in terms of market response today. We've scaled out mostly of gold, and we've scaled out of Snapchat mostly as well. All right, so we got a little bounce back at the SPY. We got a double bottom right here, so this will be a level that we pay attention to. We got 15 minutes, guys, 15 minutes. Yeah, I think numbers are light after the hangover from last week. Today, I think less people are trading as a whole today. Doesn't look like it's just me, which is good. Looks like numbers were light pretty much everywhere. Not unexpected here, to be honest. Again, we don't have much going on today. Less earnings. Earnings season is done, basically. We don't really have any big earnings this week. Not like we did last week, at least. We got Lucid, Palantir, and PayPal earnings this evening. But again, none of these I really cover. So we've covered Lucid earnings actually before. Should we cover Lucid earnings? I think we got the chance to. So there's the breakdown under that bottom right there. I think we've covered Rivian earnings too, huh? Yeah, we've covered Rivian. We're probably not going to do Rivian. Yeah, well, we're gonna do Disney earnings this week, so we'll definitely cover Disney earnings for sure. But that's probably the only one we're gonna cover. The rest of them, we just don't have anything big coming out. All right, we're bouncing back up over that previous level. Maybe that level will hold us support now. We got like 12 minutes before the market opens. May 24th. So yeah, later this month we got Nvidia earnings, and we'll cover those for sure too. But earnings season's kind of slowing down, and it happens for once a quarter. And I don't really mind, honestly. It's kind of realistically, I'm kind of burnt out from the last 3 weeks here, man. Yeah, I'm just a little burnt out from the last couple weeks. It's been tiring, man. We've been working a lot. Like a lot of days we've been streaming over like 7 hours. And this week's still busy. We got CPI week this week, so a big week for sure. It's just kind of like it really is a day where nothing much is going on in the market. We got bank stuff to look at, bank stuff to pay attention to. No, nobody copies me. I don't want people to copy me. You see that heavy metals are on the rise, palladium. BYND. I think BYND overestimated their business. I really do. I think BYND, if you look at a long-term chart for BYND, a lot of people overestimated their business, I think. I think, like, even Impossible Burgers, too. Like, I think Impossible, the problem with that stuff is that it's expensive. And, like, fake meat is good and all, but, like, it's super expensive to create. Nobody's going to pay that much of a premium, as well as, like, the fact that, okay, like, I'll put it this way. A lot of the vegans, right? Like, a lot of the vegans, they do it for health reasons, right? And I don't think lab-grown meat is a shining example of health. You know, like, I think it's still very new. I'm personally skeptical in eating it because who knows, like, if it's actually going to be good for me, because it's too new. It hasn't been tested in terms of, like, health-wise. And I get there's a lot of people that are interested in BYND, but I've been saying this since BYND was noticeably higher than where it is. And so all right, so we're starting to bounce back. We're at 4,100, almost 4,200 on the SPY. But again, very sideways couple minutes here. We do have Lucid earnings. I could do Rivian, but we monetized today. Yeah, we are good. All right, guys. So, yeah, we're going to try to get a couple green days started up here. We haven't had a losing day for a couple weeks now. It's been a couple days, or it's been at least a week since we have had a losing day. We didn't have one losing day last week. Again, if I show you the P&L, like, we didn't have one losing day last week. So far, this is our month of May. Got about a 4-to-1 win-to-loss ratio, so we are winning 4 on 4 out of 5 trades. So that's not bad. You know, our total profit's about 1,400 on the month. Our drawdown, so the most we've ever been down on a day is 425. So, or the most we've ever been down over the last week is 425. So not bad. We'll see if we can keep that up. Let me put Tesla up here. So PACW gapping up. Here's Tesla at 173s. Fubo. Yeah, I have Fubo service. Fubo is actually really good for sports. Like, I use Fubo to watch, like, NFL Red Zone comes with the package I have. You get, like, most of the football games, college games as well. The big problem with sports is baseball, because they have the restrictions, which are just ridiculous, you know. Yeah, Tesla flew up Friday too, man. Honestly, it ripped up big. All right, guys, we got like 6 minutes. Tesla at 173.60s, 173.60s. Somebody said if we own more AMC than should exist, then this settlement would cause Shorty to have to buy a lot of AMC. Yeah, but I don't know if any of these conspiracy theories are good, man. I'll put it in perspective. Genuine question, guys. Genuine question. I'm gonna put this on Twitter. Genuine question. Aside from GameStop, how many of these meme stock bull conspiracies turned out to be true? Again, genuine question. Genuine question. How many of these have actually turned out to be true? You think you're smart? Let me make sure I'm spelling conspiracies right. All right, so market's pretty sideways. Okay, so it looks like I spelled it right the first time. Where'd it go? There it is. All right, so we put that on Twitter for anybody who wants to answer it. It's nuts how they're dragging it. Are you an ape? I'm in AMC. Do I believe AMC is gonna rip up to 1,000 plus? No. Do I think that it could squeeze up? Sure. Do I believe every conspiracy theory regarding AMC? No. Should that be necessary to be a part of that stock? To be holding that stock? Of course not. Tesla's starting to rip back up. It's almost up to 174s. Tesla phone. Yeah, but do you think that's going to make it go up? I guess is the question. Yeah, good luck, team. Again, still sitting here, guys. We got less than a minute before the market opens, guys. Less than a minute. We are in gold. We're in Snapchat. Still very small positions here. And again, I don't know what we're going to do with these. Oh, look at Snapchat up to 835s. Hey, good for it, man. Again, we'll take a little bit more off, too. All right, we just locked in some more. Very small position of Snapchat left. Tesla ripping up. SPY still under the 200 EMA and the volume weighted average price. We got about 20 seconds left, guys. 20 seconds. All right, here's the opening bell, guys. Good luck. Let's try to make some money today. Again, we've won a pretty nice green streak for day trading. All right, there's the opening bell. All right, guys, starting to move up a little bit here, team. Look at this gap up here. Look at Tesla dip all the way down under the 200 EMA and the volume weighted average price. I'm going to take a little bit more off of... there we go. Snap. I mean, we made so much on Snap very quickly in terms of percentage gains here. I'm going to go ahead and short this, but it's very risky. There we go. Look at Tesla breakdown here. There we go. There we go. All right, so we just made some pretty quickly there. Made like 40 bucks. Caught the breakdown. We mostly scaled out. I'm going to go ahead and cut the rest of my Snapchat trade just to keep the profit in green. Done with that one. We're going to let gold bounce back now if we can. So again, back to pretty flat on the day here. Made about 30, 40 bucks there. Got a little pop up. We'll see if we short this here. Again, banks are back up though here, so that's the only skepticism I have regarding future movement now is banks starting to bounce back a little bit. There's WAL heading up to the VWAP here. We'll see how it responds to this, and we'll let that influence how much we trade here. Hey, what's up, Tiny? Nice. All right, so I'm looking at banks starting to rebound here. I haven't really traded since we got into that last one. But again, I think banks influence the market enough on days like today that it might be interesting to watch them to see what they're doing, to see if we get a reversal here. Again, I'm not really looking for a reversal, but I'm actually going to short now because I think I see some breakdowns coming back down here. There we go. All right, so we're in a little bit. Let's see if this follows through. Up a little bit right now. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut that. Maybe a little bit premature, but Got ourselves back to basically flat on the day again. Yeah, we're completely flat on the day. That's nice. We could have held it a little bit longer. There's the big breakdown here. We could have held it a little bit longer, but it's all good. Again, we made money on it, so. Yeah, like I told you guys, I didn't think the reversal was going to happen. So we were able to make some on that. I'm watching WAL now. Again, I'm in gold too. I'm watching gold. We just tapped onto those lows real quick here. Again, I think I've made enough from this to where we're flat on the day. I think I just have to chill and wait. Right after the opening bell, Carol calls me like every day. I mean, I know it's my fault I got into the trade, but I'm sitting there trying to concentrate. Carol calls me literally every freaking day at 8:30, like without fail. So we just gave back all our gains, or all the money we made back. Now we're down like $90 on the day. And again, it's still pretty early. I'm going to switch to the micro E-mini because I think I've had pretty good results. Like if I get frustrated, switching to the micro so I don't end up just destroying my account, you know. I think that's probably the right move a lot of the time. I like that retracement there, though. Let me see if I can enter something here. I'm going to take 2 contracts now. And again, that way if it turns against me, it won't be the end of the world. Watching mostly consolidation here. We'll see if we break down anymore, and then just kind of anything could happen after that. But we'll see if we break down some more first. Yeah, I mean, tech is down today, though, is what it is, Anthony. So tech is down today, and the market is not. So, like, that's what's going on right now. It's like tech is down, market's not. All right, so we are getting this bounce back here. I guess I'll cut this. I mean, I don't need to hold this, really. It's just too much risk in sitting in this too long. Just be careful, guys. It could be a choppy day today. Market so far has gone up and then back down. I'm watching WAL and like other banks. Tesla's not really back up though, but again, you can kind of see the SPY coming all the way back to the volume weighted average price over the previous closing price. And anything could essentially happen here. So just be careful. Again, we're too neutral, middle ground for me to take any another trade here. Got a little pullback here. We're right at the volume weighted average price. We'll see if we break down or hold now. We get over the VWAP, then we're going to start looking for the upside. But it really depends on if we can get over that. Tesla's still looking kind of weak here. Looking at banks too. There goes WAL, crack under lows. WAL just cracked down under 29s. We'll see if the rest of the market follows it down here. Gold's still breaking down too. What's the dollar index doing today? I had a few people tell me to look at it. Remember, it is CPI week, guys. So, like one of the characteristics of CPI week is that the few days prior to CPI coming out, the market could be sideways and neutral. So, again, just be careful, I guess, is the best advice I have towards today. Hey, nice, Tiny. That's great. Market's so choppy right now. Y'all just be safe. Maybe my short would have worked if I would have stayed in it, but it's just not worth it to mess with in that way. Yeah, I mean, red days happen. Again, we're very middle range today, guys. Not really seeing any super high edge. I've also noticed like a lower volume amount today. So I don't think today is going to be super packed with volatility. At least that's not what I'm expecting. I mean, it could happen, but, you know, not quite expecting it yet. All right, we might short it if we get like a flush down here. Let's short it up here, see if we get a little move here. Might add a little bit more. There's 4 contracts now. I've been liking these wick candles to see like if we're in a specific trend and we get these down wicks to see if it fills the gap back down, but again, we've been on like a week-long plus green streak. So if today's our red day, it's not the end of the world. See if we can cover this. All right, so yeah, there's the... All right, we're going to go ahead and cover half of that. We got 2 contracts left with the micro, very small. There we go. We'll go and cover a little bit more of that here. gonna go ahead and cut this. And just take my green. So not a bad little green trade. Again, we're still in the range that I'm looking at here. So like here's the range that we're in right now. We've been in this range most of the morning, but we're starting to test the bottom of it. And again, I told you guys I thought the market would be a little bit extended, most likely heading into the day, and that's kind of what we're seeing now. I hope so, Blue Jay. We'll see. Market's right at the low again. Just cracked under the low again. See if it drags us down. I mean, the market's been on a little trend. If we bounce up here, sometimes we can like short into the little pop that we get like this. See if we come back down. There's one contract. We'll take two here. See if we retrace back down and test some of these levels. Yeah, there's kind of the retracing thing that we talked about. We're going to go and take half off there, lock in some more. There's another breakdown. Go ahead and cover that. So pretty sideways day here. I mean, we're down a little bit, but it's not the end of the world right now. And again, we've had a good little run of green. Gold is bouncing back nicely here. We're still in gold, but we've actually scaled out of most of it already. The dollar index is starting to pop up a little bit. And so you can kind of see how well this has followed the range. Now we're actually breaking underneath the range. Banks are still breaking down a little bit here too. Again, too extended on the downside now for my taste here. All right, so we just cracked under lows again here. Starting to break down. The dollar index is moving up. Gold is moving up with me. So, hey, I will take it. So we're going to start shorting some more into this. 2 contracts. We'll take a little bit larger size now. There's 4 contracts. Maybe add up to 6 or 7. There's 6. I don't know if we're going to add any more. 6 is fine, I think. Yeah, again, I don't want to add more to this, so we're just going to let this work. All right, we took a little bit more than half off. We can let the last 2 shares ride. There we go. A little bit more. Beautiful breakdown. We called the top of that. There we go. All right, so we just cut that as well. Not a bad day here. Closer to break even now. Gold. Nice little rebound here. We cut Snapchat today. We're giving gold its chance to bounce back. I see it, Joe. PACW is still a thing. Yeah. Gold up to 188.10s. All right, so we shorted the pop back. I don't know if I trust this pop back. This one either is going to quickly retrace back down and break lows again, or it's going to bounce all the way back to potentially like this level here, I think. Maybe not. I might be wildly wrong. I don't like definitive statements, but I think we might bounce back to like this second line right here. It's either going to do that, or sometimes these just kind of completely break down. They might retrace a little bit more and continue down, if that makes sense. So it's like it's either going to break down like that, or it's going to bounce all the way back to that level. Sometimes. Not always, of course. I'm just kind of guessing here. But if we get back up here, I will short it. All right, getting closer to that level. All right, hey, there we are. We're back to where we said we would bounce back to. We'll see how right I am here. All right, now we will take the short. We'll start the short. We're going to get in 2 contracts, start it up. Maybe add a little bit more if it pops up to the exact line, but there we go. So we tap that line. We're going to add more to it now. All right, so we hit the level we thought it would. Now we are short 4 contracts. Well, go ahead and cover. Well. If I'm not right, I'm not right. I'm sure we got some people like, hey, how did he know that? Because I know everything, you know. So we've already covered the short. We'll go ahead and get out the rest here too, I guess. I'm gonna have to clip that one though. I'm gonna have to go find that clip. Let me find it. I'm gonna have to mute the music. I just want to save that clip. So again, we drew this second line, just to put this into perspective. We drew this line right here, guys. If you guys didn't see us draw that line and say, hey, we're probably going to bounce back to this line right here, that's precisely what we did. Precisely. Like, people could hate, they could act like I don't know what I'm talking about. The odds that I'd be able to predict that exact level are so small if technicals didn't work. So small. So, I mean, hey, listen, When you know, you know. Um, all right, so yeah, I'm gonna have to mute the audio so I can clip this real quick. Bear with me. All right, so I gotta fix it. Is it not gonna let me go back? Okay, yeah, it did. Okay, good. I might have to make two clips from it, but that's all good. Gold's still pumping up. It took a little while to get there. All right, so yeah, we caught the clip. Tesla bouncing back. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clip the end of this too. Let me save this so I know exactly when the clip started. We shorted it right at the top too when we called it, but yeah. So hold on, let me. Sorry, I'm saving this clip because I got a guy working on shorts. Let me find the second part of it though. Let me see if I can find this. Yep. I mean, we called the top to this range here. Gold ripped up. Gold actually ripped up over highs. That's nice. We're still in gold. We're gonna let it sit. And again, I'll explain how I know these tops in a second. I'll explain how I did that in a second. Just give me a second, guys. I'll tell you how I did it. Um, when is Disney supposed to start back up? I'm not sure. They have earnings on Wednesday, so All right, so we're just mostly consolidating right now, guys. Tesla broke back over the VWAP here, so it's kind of holding there. All right, so we got number part two right here. I'll have to send this to the short creator guy. Yeah, not a bad little prediction there. Honestly, we're finally just breaking over that. So we broke down pretty nicely from that. Uh yeah, for sure, 100% Tiny. Yeah, so for anybody that's wondering how I made that prediction just now, where I called exactly where it was going and then it hit that level. So when we're getting breakdowns in market momentum, right? So markets actually popping up over that right now, but when we get breakdowns in market momentum, people like looking at these big long-term levels, but with short-term price action, a lot of the time the most relevant levels are short-term tops and bottoms, right? And so whenever we're starting this out, this tap right here makes it a really easy thing to predict. So like this isolated high right here makes it really easy to predict. It was actually double. We actually had another one here. So again, when we slam down and reject and confirm a specific level like this, right? You get two possible outcomes. There's two possible outcomes, right? So when we start to retrace like this, one of the outcomes is that we do a small little bounce back, and then it's so momentum filled that it just kind of dumps back down and rejects. The more likely outcome in that situation, in my opinion, though. So the more likely outcome in that situation is to go like this. We form the top, we bounce back to the top of the range, and then we come back down to the bottom, and then we kind of do like that. That's what this did here. So that's what it did. So that's how we're able to basically say, hey, we have this low right here where it moved up. It's pretty likely that we're going to break down a little bit, consolidate in a range up and down, and then come back down and do whatever, right? And that's exactly what we did. So again, when we have these isolated levels like this right here, it's pretty easy to bet that we're going to test the top of that range short term. So it's like we tap that, we break down, we tap that level here. When we start to break down like this, again, we could go like that and just dump down, but the higher probability is that we're going to go like this, and then we're going to move back up to test that range. And so that's how I'm able to say, hey, we're probably going to come back up here and test the top of the range really quick. And that's exactly what we do. And then we did break down. And again, you saw us enter the short right here. So I guess the point is like, look for isolated levels. Isolated levels are the easiest thing to like the easiest way to understand what I just did is understand isolated levels. Like when you have an isolated level that's very obvious in terms of highs and tops and bottoms, and like in terms of like range high and range bottom, isolated levels are the levels that you want to look at a lot of the time, because that's what levels other traders see. And like technicals are self-fulfilling. So it's like if a lot of other people see that top of the range, they're going to cover their shorts at the top of the range. They're going to enter their shorts at the top of the range. They're going to cover their longs at the top of the range, and that's going to give it value. That's going to give it influence over price action is the best way to put it. Like that's the best way I can explain what I did there is you can kind of see the influence that the top of the range has over market activity, if that makes sense. Um no, I don't really have any shares in PACW or anything like that. I just don't trust it enough. But yeah, guys, we'll see what the market does moving forward. Again, if you haven't already, check out Top Step. Top Step, you want to day trade like I'm day trading here. Uh, Again, check out Top Step. Top Step's the most legit futures funded program in the world. Again, most people are going to fail these challenges, but the point is, like, most day traders lose money. And so Top Step is a much cheaper way to get your foot in the door if you don't have as much equity as you need to day trade stocks. On Top Step and futures, you can day trade the S&P 500 in what's called the E-mini, which is what I'm trading now. It's basically stock activity. You can day trade, short it, instant settlement, buy market, sell market, short the bid, sell the ask, whatever you want to do, you can do it on Top Step there. And again, it's the most legit futures funded program in the world. They put out a demo, or they give you a demo and they test your skill. And just taking the challenge, regardless of whether you pass it, is generally going to build your skill in trading. It's very, very useful. And so, again, if you pass it, you get 90% of your profit moving forward. And so you get all the benefits without much of the risk, right? You're not risking much. The base package is 130 something if you use my link. And if you lose, it's not the end of the world. You can reset it for 100. If you pass it, you still keep 90% of your profit moving forward if you can pass the combine. And so, again, if you want to check it out, here is the link. Great way to help support the channel. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. Again, love you all. Y'all be good. We'll be back tomorrow, bright and early. I'm going to get some rest again from this crazy busy week. Also, guys, y'all check out our real estate channel. So we do have a real estate channel here. So if you haven't already, here is our real estate channel, I believe. Yeah, we got Lucid Earnings. Yeah. So again, hit that sub button, guys. Here's our real estate channel. I appreciate it. Hit the sub button. Hey, have a good day, Tiny. Yeah, later, guys. Tesla bouncing back. Banks still breaking down a little bit. Gold is still up nicely, though. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Y'all be safe. Y'all be good. Again, have a good day, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.